Hello everyone, it is Stephen and Andrea from Pin in the Atlas, and we have stumbled upon another little mining camp, it would appear.
Now, we don't know anything about this place whatsoever. It was one of those, I was looking through the binoculars and I spotted something, so we decided to investigate, and this is what we found. So let's explore.
We're going to start here with the workshop and work our way through the other buildings, and at the end there is a surprise. So you got a bunch of wire hanging up, an old ladder, got some miscellaneous tools and things on that bench. It looks like a bunch of newspapers all over.
Yeah, September 18th or 16th, 1990. So fairly modern.
Yeah.
For the great scheme of things, yeah. Oh, I do have found a little, one of those, are they Prince Albert tobacco tins?
Tobacco tin.
Yeah.
No writing.
No writing.
Now here, spray painted, there's a, it says, let's say located? Whatever else is hidden behind that thing, but located 1973? Three, possibly.
Now I wonder whether or not they painted that, or whether or not that was just a piece of wood found that they've used.
That they've used again. Perhaps. Some of this is pretty, like all the wood and things. See all the, just the parts scattered throughout. In different containers. Mice have obviously taken back over. And what oh, here we go. Look at some of those incredible vehicles. Brand new 89 Nissan pickup, $7,000.
How long ago was that?
This was 89. 89 Sentra, 69, 66. 240 SX Coupe. Ooh, styling. 12 grand for that one. And the Nissan Pathfinder. You still see some of those on the road to this day. 16,288. Wow.
So 80s, 90s, early 90s. I do like this little cabinet up here, and they've even put fabric over it to make it look pretty originally. A woman's touch, no doubt. Just guessing. But I can't see a hardcore miner making a little cabinet looking pretty. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Look at this old Kenmore washing machine. You can see there it does say Kenmore.
Now what age would that be?
That beats me.
Washing
machines aren't my thing.
70s maybe, by the design?
Possibly.
And the colour?
Color of rust. Was that popular in the 70s?
This is top bit's yellow.
Oh. And we'll head over here.
Well, this is a bit natty, because this is just propped up on barrels. So I wouldn't have thought it was particularly safe.
Yeah, I would imagine there was a lot of movement in there.
I mean, it has got some wood structures, wood supports, but predominantly barrels.
Well, making use of what they have.
Now, let's see if I can open this door. I'll get you to poke inside without stepping inside. There's a latch, and I can't quite reach it. I need a stick or something. pink. Oh wow. I don't know if you can see that. So several rooms. Shall I see if I can get in? Because it might take my weight. Alright, I'm actually going to brave it in here. Hopefully the floor will hold my weight. So let's start from the right. So we've got an old single bed headboard, wooden. Oh, and there's the base. And a single bed. That's a tiny bed. What's in here? Don't know what those are. An old chair. Mattress. It is actually surprisingly sturdy, the floor, she says, when it just creaked. Oh, no, not going in that bit. That might be a bit silly. I obviously spoke too soon. You can see round there. And then in this was obviously a bedroom. It's very, very hot in here. Bedroom. And again, I'm not going to venture in, but you can see an old chest of drawers there. And it was wired for electricity. You can see there's a light socket in the wall. And then this would be a second bedroom, I take it. So I wonder if this was like a bunkhouse. That's got me, that floorboard creaking like that's got me a little bit nervous. Yeah. No damp, doesn't smell, it's just very hot. Few rat droppings. And that is about it. Oh, there we go. So before
Next stop.
before we go into the house, I wanted to check out the fridge. Just containers. What's on the bottom? Nothing. Bit of plastic.
And the drawer.
Empty.
All right.
Okay. Let's see what treasures behold us in here. The fly screen. Now I'm wondering whether or not this was an original miner's cabin from back in the 40s or whatever. Similar sort of era. But then it's just been carried on being mined and used. Wow. Up until the 90s. Very, very stale, mouldy. But extremely cute. Guess we'll start clockwise. So these are, oh my goodness.
The pantry there.
Yeah, still filled with food, plates, pots, pans. That one's a bit, it's in worse for wear. No mice droppings in the pantry at all. 2012 expiry date. I'm not going to dig around too much in there. See what's in the other side.
Cleaning products.
Huh.
Paint.
With the little brushes.
Brushes and razors.
And soaps.
Work
Cute.
boots and a hammer there.
Cute little sink. Now, these work boots, is it me or they are either female or for a very young boy? Because they...
Yeah, the soles are...
I would say they're more likely to be female, but no, I'm thinking more of the size. Look how tiny they are. I mean, I've got small feet. My feet wouldn't fit in there.
Right.
So yeah, female shoes. Let's see. Not going to go into that box.
Oh, rat's home.
Rat's home. Let's pop that back quickly. Firewood.
Firewood, and there's some drumsticks.
Oh yeah. And another newspaper. I'm not going to go through the back of that just to get to the newspaper. Gorgeous stove.
That's really 6 burner.
That is lovely. And no mice or rats. Oh, what's that in the bottom?
That's another one of those on the top.
Is it?
Yeah. Lids, I'm not sure what they're supposed to be called.
Okay, so you've got an 02, a 95,
I like that etching up there.
yeah, it's cute, isn't it? And then you've got some papers. October 78. Skiing. What date that is. I won't show that, it's got the address on. So I'll cover that up because that's got the address on of the person who owns the place or did own it.
Diane Lane, huh?
1979, 79. So what was the first one that I said?
It was in the 70s.
78. So I'm just going to pop those back again.
Some more up here, Smithsonian. Skiing.
Could go on forever, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Little table with one of those plastic picnic tablecloths. Oh, it's a Formica table. And I've noticed that there's a 2010 calendar. And now, so this, lots and lots and lots of poop. So you've got a closet, wardrobe, it's with some bedding.
Linen closet, yeah.
And I'm going to close that. I probably can't. It was open when we came here. Let's see what's in the bottom. That's not going to close. Trying to not breathe too much. Rat's nest, so not even going to go there. And then further in here, an old TV. dressing chest of drawers, which that is wet with rats wee. Look at the whoever lived here loved animals. Bionic dog Moo is in peak condition with a pacemaker. How funny. So he loved dogs. Love for sale. Isn't that gorgeous little puppy? No date on it though. It's got his jacket still hanging.
The bed, like right next to the window.
So this would be kind of like a, I guess we would call these a bachelor apartments, where you've got a living room and bedroom and then a separate kitchen.
Yeah, like a studio type.
And a stove would have been in the corner up there. You've got a vent pipe.
Very cool.
Isn't that quaint? And obviously the other door that goes back out. So they've got a front entrance and a back entrance.
All locked up again. And along the outside, we've got a bench.
Old pair of jeans.
Don't think those are Levi's, so.
An old shovel.
Shovel. Look at that, a wire spool they've used as a table. Or mouse trap on top.
I think that's such a natty idea.
Looks like an old shower pan there.
So this was the bedroom lounge.
Yeah, this is the other door.
And the other doorway with the horseshoe.
Facing up.
For good luck. And again, you can then see where the nails go in, the little square nails.
Yeah.
That's a really tiny horseshoe. And that old part of a stove, I guess. Is it?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Or is it just like a container?
Small pots on there.
Interesting.
Then a bench seat out of a car. As we stated earlier, we're going to save the best for last. And here is a homemade little mill operation. We'll take a peek inside and see what's left. A large door clad with metal. There's one of the homemade stoves. Very cool. Instead of an old 55-gallon drum. You got some miscellaneous parts on the...
Look at the tiny little door. It's kind of buried.
Yeah, earth is taking it over. That window's all popped out over there too. But you can see there's water pipes running all over the place in here.
Yeah, there's still a hose. There's several water pipes, you're right.
And that's up on the next level. We'll walk up to there in a second.
And they definitely had electricity, because I found, what do you call these?
That's one of those like insulators.
But I couldn't see any insulation, any electrical pylons coming through, so
No,
I'm not sure.
Then of course here the workbench. Bunch of newspapers. Bolts and things. So we'll walk on up to the next level and get a closer look at that. An old sardine tin with the key still in it. And then right here is a ore chute. Still got a conveyor belt on there and the gearing. So what they did was very clever. They've built this mill on the slope of the hillside, make it easier for them. Might be able to hear the wood creaking with the wind.
So I'm curious, with all these pipes and water valves, where on earth are they getting their water from? Because I haven't seen any sign of a spring anywhere nearby.
No, perhaps they stumbled across a well somewhere. Got the water rights. And yeah, here's another valve with the hose buried now. Bunch of serpentine belts there. Very cool. And next level up, you can see the floor. Those boards are not in very good shape. So we won't venture up into that. You can see the ore chute there, that angle going down. So it would have continued through that little section there. So part of it is missing. Then some other items on the floor, like right there, looks like a fire hose, same type material. And a rope and box and some other fabric rolled up, it looks like, over there. And we've got one more level to look at. But let's take a moment and appreciate all the work that they put into building this. With the materials that they've got on hand. See the railroad ties. And they keep them sturdy. Like this one on the corner. Put tin around it. All the bolts and just the amount of hours and labor that went into building this so they could start to process what they were mining. They worked very hard. And then here's the top. Up at the very top, I know the light's going to be bad for this, but this is where the process started. So they would dump their ore down into here. Don't know if you can make out all the little divots that the metal's taken. So the bigger pieces obviously wouldn't go through, so they wanted the smaller stuff, process it all the way down. And like we've been saying, no explorer's complete without a trip to the loo.
This is a funny loo because it's got a chimney. Obviously the chimney's not attached, but...
And it goes down right next to it?
Yeah.
I thought that might have been to venting out the, the bad stuff.
The poop.
Yeah.
Huh. It won't close. Hasn't closed for years.
No.
And there's one more little thing. And that's this little building up here.
I'm guessing that's another loo?
I think it probably is.
2 trips to the bathroom?
Take it from a female. You can never have enough loos.
This one looks to be in much better shape.
The wood floor, I'm puffing. hiking up here. How high are we?
I have no idea.
6,000? Oh.
Can't get in. But I really need to go.
There we go. Kind of looks more like a little sauna.
Wow, still. Thank you for coming along with us to explore this little mining camp. It was really cool to see all these places really preserved.
Yeah, and you never know what you're going to discover with a pair of binoculars and just driving up an unknown road. And on that note, get out there, go and explore, put another pin in the atlas, and we will see you on our next adventure. Bye.
Bye.